a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And this will go to Carson out wide. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll bring up a second down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's going to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? From just shy of midfield, Cousins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
And Viking fans spent plenty of time wondering how they were going to replace Stephon Diggs when he left for Buffalo. But I think most would agree now that Justin Jefferson was the best rookie receiver in football last year. 88 catches for an even 1,400 yards. I would say the numbers don't lie.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Open man here is Conklin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Again, it's Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. That's complete to Penny Hart. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll check that down to Carson. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw again on second down. Wilson is complete to Lockett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one. To 15.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Cousins now. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Eluding the pressure right. But he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Out of bounds inside the 30. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Second down and 3.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They run again with Carson, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On 3rd and goal, Wilson toward the pylon, caught. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. They run for it with Carson. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some splaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions in the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this 4th quarter and the rest of this game very interesting. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A gain of 6 there on first.
Second down at 4.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Play fake. Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20.
And part of the tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. On play action, Cousins. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Cousins.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They go play action. Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up near the 44. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
in need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Now a give right side. Carson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A first down throw for Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now he's flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A big connection on there. 35 yards.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Here's Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. He'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And that guy just keeps getting better. And I'm talking about Tyler Lockett, who just made that nice catch there for a first down. Now in his 7th season with Seattle, last year may have been his finest yet. And even 100 catches, many of them of the spectacular variety. Paired with DK Metcalf, a heck of a dynamic duo for the Seahawks. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. The 20, 10, 5, and he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
See if they can cover all their bases. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cousins to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very petty decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 46. And the Seahawks are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Seahawks, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.
It's just a little hit for the summer.